Here we go, it's the Whitey Show. I know you like the sound of it. I know you love the style of it. Now sit back, here comes the Whitey Show. All I gotta say is I love the word bitch. Remember me still hating on Nintendo shit? 3 years later, Uncharted shits on Gears of War. Now I don't gotta say I hate it no more. Same review who loves to say son of a bitch. Became a YouTube star, still don't own a car. You want a review, you don't gotta look far. Prove once again, these sites ain't on par. Metro 2033 is based on an actual novel, so you know right there that the story is going to be above average for a first-person shooter. You play as this character, Artyom, and basically live in a post-apocalyptic world in Moscow. So for once, it's a little bit of a different setting, mostly underground, railroad tracks, and so on. But that's what's great about the game, the atmosphere. But I'll get that in the graphics section. The story itself is very good. It has good voice acting. I couldn't believe it. It has great set pieces thrown throughout the game, and I will get more into that in gameplay. But what really is well done about this game is the pacing and the characters. You really never get bored. You find characters interesting all the time, and they switch them on you so you don't stick with the same character throughout the game. And to me, it's just really important to have that and, you know, have character development. So overall, the story itself, including all the sci-fi elements thrown in and the monsters and everything, work really well for this game. What's great about Metro is it could be one of the best looking games on the console, and it's probably the strongest point of the game. It looks amazing, and the atmosphere is very well detailed, and the design is just dripping with this dark, morbid, basically dread feeling of death all around you, and I loved it, and the monster design is kick-ass. The only problem with the graphics are the animations don't keep up with the raw power of the graphics. I mean, basically they're there and some of the animations look fine, but a lot of times they're jerky and the monsters like fall really dumb, and it just doesn't keep up with the amazing amount of detail in the design and textures and everything. So, while the main game looks great and the atmosphere is great, the animations definitely need some work, but everything else is so good, I'm only going to take 1 point away for the kind of glitchy animations. Now, your gameplay is the standard first-person shooter. You basically will blast your way throughout the game on enemies. They try to mix it up a little and put little additions in, such as using ammo at a smaller rate than most shooters. Basically, you have a limited amount of ammo, almost like a survival horror game, but not quite as hard as the older ones, because you do have enough, usually in most situations, to get through whatever gun you want to use. What's kind of cool about this game is you get to basically use two different types of ammo. Either bullets that are made now in the post-apocalyptic world, or the one before the world went to hell. And using those bullets, they're much stronger and will kill the monsters or humans a lot quicker. But at the same time, they're more useful in terms of selling, and you'll get more for it. So if you sell them at the black market, you'll get a lot more for it. So basically, it's your decision. You can use them to kill monsters quicker, or use them to get a little money. So I thought that was kind of cool. The shooting feels a little off at times. It does feel a lot like Stalker or an actual working version of Fallout. It's not as tight as, you know, like Modern Warfare or other shooters out there, but it still works pretty well, and I like it for the most part, though. Sometimes the aiming is really hard. What I really like is the game basically gives you a lot of choices, whether you want to just go on all-out shooting or sneak around and kill stealth kills. Now, I think the stealth works okay in this game, and that's partly because the AI can be really fucking dumb. But most times I just run in there and shoot the shit out of everything because it's just more fun. For talking about the AI, I'm not going to lie. The monster AI is basic. Come after you and try to eat you, and that works fine. But human AI, sometimes they'll stand right in front of you, aim the gun at you, but not shoot. I question what the fuck the developers told the AI to do. Like, to just come over you, point a gun, say, put your hands up, and then they don't do anything? This isn't real life, buddy. I'm going to shoot you in the fucking head. So most times the AI works well enough to try to kill you, but sometimes it's just so stupid, and you'll be thankful sometimes when you're getting attacked by like 40 men. But Other times you'll just question, what the fuck, is this a budget title or something? But to sum it all up, in the gameplay department, the game works pretty well. It doesn't feel as tight as all the other shooters out there, but it's tight enough that you can get through most enemies, and everything works pretty well with the ammo system. So it's basically the AI's problem. The aiming might turn off fans of like real high profile shooters that don't want to give shooters with a story a chance. I would have to say, for the most part, I enjoyed Metro. It's not a long game. It's about 10 to 12 hours. Longer than you would think for a first-person shooter nowadays. But in the total game time you're going to get with this game, really, when there's no online, is basically 10 to 12 hours. I doubt anybody's going to replay this right away, maybe down the line. But this game is a safe bet for just a rent. However, if you want to support these developers, by all means buy this game. It's not a bad title at all. It's actually a lot of fun, and the ammo system's something new and fun to put into a game like this when the world's gone to hell and you have to actually use your weapons as a resource for money. The atmosphere is great. It's dark, it's slightly scary, and you will want to shoot basically anything that moves. The character interactions and character developments are great, and the set pieces kick major ass. So overall, the game does a lot of good. It's basically the enemy AI. It's just downright dumb at times. The shooting feels a bit off for a lot of people. The animations are and the game is only 10 to 12 hours with no online features, so it might not be the best buy. But however, I strongly suggest at least renting Metro. It is a shooter out there that wants to put a story in the game, and God knows we need more of those. So for that alone, Metro, you deserve a shout out. Pick up Metro if you can get a chance, when it's cheap or renting it.
If there is still a God left in our world, that day he was with me. I had been rescued by Hans' friend Andrew the blacksmith. He would prove to be my ticket out of the communist station.